Every morning we have a little meeting, and today they announced that one of our shifts, like the complete shift, is not necessarily getting laid off, but they were saying that it's going to get shut down. And then they're going to start moving, they're just going to start spreading those people around in a bunch of different areas throughout the factory. But last time they did this, and they always do this sneaky stuff, man. And they always, I got so much to say about this, really. And it's different topics. But look, they always do this. They did this like I think a year ago now. They did the same thing, and then they laid off a bunch of people. From my section, 3 people got laid off, and throughout the whole rest of the sections nearby, even more people got laid off. Luckily, I did not get, and thankfully, I did not get laid off. They do target at least the people that have like write ups and disciplinary things against them or whatever. But still, it's not just that those layoffs are coming. And you got to be worried because even some people just got laid off. It's like crazy. The lower end people, the higher staff, everybody did. But not even that. We have shutdowns coming up, and luckily, again, they're allowing us to come in, volunteer, and just chill there. You know what I'm saying? But they're coming, and they're coming in hot. And not only that, other sections of the factory are getting, like, they're not getting full hours. They're coming in, working like a few hours, and then they're getting sent home with no voluntary time. So they gotta just go home. So their paychecks are literally getting cut in half, and they can't even do nothing about it. I guess if you have PTO or if you have sick time or whatever, you can waste it on that, but then you're gonna be left with nothing. And I would like, you always think about it. I'm like, I feel like they do some of these things on purpose to let people drain their PTO and their sick time. And it's crazy because I had a feeling that layoffs were coming, especially with the way the economy, the tariffs, all these freaking things, all the news of all the layoffs happening throughout different industries and all these different things, right? I had a feeling and I didn't feel fully secure at my job, at least. And now that it's actually been announced and they're actually coming, it's kind of scary in a way. It really is, honestly. But it's part of life, I guess. It sucks. It sucks for those that are gonna be let go. And if I'm one of those, it is what it is, right? It's gonna suck. But that's where you gotta prepare, man. Not even just for the layoffs, but for a recession or whatever. Because you don't, who knows what the heck is going on? Because there's a whole bunch of things. And I've seen a whole bunch of videos about people getting laid off, or you see it posted all over the place, people getting laid off. And like, I really was thinking, like, I guess seeing those videos kind of made me wonder and be like, okay, you know what, we're gonna probably get hit. And the signs were showing up. You know what I mean? Work started slowing down. Different things started happening around work where it always felt a little questionable, right? But now that it's finally been announced, it kind of adds that little extra layer of fear. You know what I mean? Because man, getting laid off, I've never been laid off. Not like that. I've been fired for sure, but like that's on me. Not gonna lie. I've quit and different things like that. But getting laid off is a whole different thing. And they're coming in hot, man. And the thing is, they're targeting different freaking industries. And that's what I'm kind of paying attention to right now. Because if at first it was a lot of freaking tech companies or whatever, right? But now they're going in for different, you know what I mean? And like a lot of people talking about it's hard to find a job. Even myself trying to apply for a second job, entry level positions on like random BS jobs like 7-Eleven or whatever, you know what I mean? And not BS like that. No, I'm talking about like jobs that you should just be able to apply to, get in there and work for what you got to work for. That's what I mean by BS. You get what I mean? Even jobs like that are hard to get into because I couldn't even, man, and I've been trying. Rarely have I gotten a response on those. But you see all these different things, man. And like, I don't know if it's signs of a recession or signs of a, who knows what the signs are, right? And I can't really be worried about that because whatever is going to unfold will unfold. All I can do is do my due diligence with the position I have now and save some money away for those hard times and continue to invest and continue to save to be prepared for if the day does come that I get laid off. You know what I mean? And that's all you can really do. Because if you sit here worrying all day, every day, I know for me at least, it will slow me down. It will make me overthink, make me less productive, and have me just stressed out for a valid reason, but I'm going to say no reason. Because it's almost out of my control to a certain extent. Because these companies don't care about you. Like, they really don't. You know what I mean? I know the company I work for doesn't really care about me. Even though I'll be honest with you, I'm a good worker, man. Like, I'm a good worker for sure. But the company don't care. If they gotta reach a certain number, boom, I'm an easy boom. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they will choose other people over me, right? And I guess that's one thing you can do. Make sure you stay on top of things. Don't get written up. Show up on time. Do your work. All these different things. To, I guess, what was that word for that? Well, just to prevent yourself from being the target. You get what I'm saying? Do what you can in order to keep that job, but know that that company really don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? And just do what you can to prepare for when the hard days do come. And that's the most important thing, man. Because people are still spending money out here like a recession is not coming. Like people aren't losing jobs. And it's crazy because like when you're living your day to day, you don't see it yet, right? So you're just continuing as normal. But if you're paying attention to all the things around, and I don't even know, maybe nothing even will happen, right? I don't even know. And maybe it's just what I'm getting fed too much of. But I'm seeing a lot of things about layoffs, a lot of things about recessions, a lot of things with the market and all that. And it, honestly, I'll tell you this: the market does seem weird. How do we go from the all-time high, right? We have that big drop, and now it's slowly climbing. And what I'm thinking, and part of it has to do with an investment I made, of course, but I feel like there will be one big jump, and then after that big jump, if not, that's my prediction. There's gonna be a big jump that goes up, and then the crash will come after that. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice for anything. But it's just the way I'm thinking about it. Either that, or maybe it'll just creep up, and before it even reaches the top, it just shoots down. So then, the way I think about it is people that hold out and continue investing through that hard time, if you're in a position to do so, will benefit greatly. You get what I'm saying? Either with the big jump coming right now, you will benefit if you sell or hold out, who knows? But if that big jump doesn't come and it just drops, you stay consistent during that time and are able to contribute and grow, then you will benefit greatly. But you got to take care of yourself and your family first and foremost. So if in that during that time, who knows what things will be like, right? And who knows if they're even coming and how hard it even is coming. Because who freaking knows? I don't know. All I know is that my job, it's happening again. And that does scare me a little bit. But it also is getting me into a different mindset and the mindset of preparing. Putting some money off to the side to get ready if I do end up taking a bullet. You get what I'm saying? And also puts me in that mindset where if I have to go in and find some job to keep the bills paid and keep money coming in, because when you have no money coming in, stressful. I'm ready to do that, man. No matter the job, no matter what I gotta do, man, I'm gonna do it. Because I'm not gonna let my pride get in the way of taking care of business. You get what I'm saying? That does not exist for me, and that shouldn't exist for anybody, man. Because if you gotta feed your family, you gotta feed yourself, you gotta provide, and you got a goal to reach, you should not feel like you're too big for something. You know what I mean? Especially when the circumstances call for it. Because if you get laid off, like if I get laid off, man, I got no choice but to go find a job and work. Ideally, yeah, you'll get a nice job, decent pay, good status or whatever. It doesn't matter, right? Ideally, of course. But if I can freaking go apply to Amazon real quick, get hired, and start working next week, I'm there. You will literally see me delivering again. You will see that. You get what I mean? But we got that announcement today, and receptions were mixed. Some people were kind of like, "Oh shoot, again," because it happened before, man. And the thing is, they closed a shift, then they reopened it, and now they're closing another one. It's kind of like, damn, bro. And it's not even that. Then all the people getting let go early, so they're getting their hours cut. It's just a whole bunch of stuff going on, and it's scary. I'll be honest. But all I can do is prep, and I really just wanted to come on here and share that because I'm kind of shifting my mind, and I'm letting y'all know. Prepare, cut back on luxuries, certain like extra things that you may not need in order to save a little bit more to see what happens. Because if you continue going like everything is freaking normal, people are living their lives like nothing is happening. And that is where it kind of messes with me. Because I feel like I don't even know what it is, man. I'm not a freaking financial analyst. I'm not none of that. And it's probably just me overthinking, of course, right? It doesn't really change the plan I have in like the way I'm investing, right? If anything, it just makes me want to put more into savings and less into the market in a way, just until I get that 10,000 mark. You get what I'm saying? But who knows? Just some thoughts I had. Crazy news at work, though. Scary news at work. We will see what happens. I'll update you guys on everything. And, do what you got to do to prepare and keep investing. Keep growing. Take care.